her out.
Heidi has met.
Heidi's already been here,
Yeah, okay.
so she approved a spot that's just high and dry, and Panel Antrim was there as well, and they agreed to it as well.
Okay. Would we like to make a financial contribution to Padaland?
You know what, Ed? You know what the other villages or townships have given?
I know that I've heard of at least $1,000 one. This goes towards, I think, their signage and development of the paddle trail. Again, I think it's a terrific program that will bring people to the area and use our resources in a quiet and way. We don't have motorboats, we have canoes and kayaks, so.
So this is a one-time financial contribution, they're not gonna come back.
Well, they could come
Every
back.
year,
but
I
I think they're gonna come back.
It's for now, it's for now, not for the future, so.
I think it's worth it,
I think so.
worth the investment.
Okay. Need a motion to approve that?
How much, 1,000?
Sure.
Matt?
I'll move to approve.
I'll support.
Okay, we moved and supported to contribute $1,000 to Palo Antrim. And we're spending money. Roll call.
Chapman.
Yes.
Clark. Yes. Loveless.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes.
Burke.
Yes.
Tyler.
Yep.
Heck.
Yes. Okay, we got a performance resolution somewhere in this.
No, I have it.
You have it.
It's just, a yearly thing that we do to update our contractors.
It basically says we come into compliance with the state on our health insurance, our wages. You guys pass it every year.
Closure permits and stuff too.
Yep.
Okay, this is a performance resolution for the Department of Transportation. We as a governmental agency performs work as a contractor and that we comply with their requirements. So, anybody like to move to accept this?
I'll make the motion.
Been moved and supported. Any further discussion if you're not sure what we're doing? A yearly thing. All in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Road closure request from Central Lake Tavern. They would like to close Maple Street to the north of their business for the 4th of July and on August 3rd. They've done it in the past. Any reason we shouldn't do it this year? Need a motion to accept the request?
I'll make a motion to approve those 2 dates.
Been moved and supported. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Yard waste disposal. We talked about this last meeting. It's less of an issue now that spring has passed, and it will become an issue again come fall. I still think that we gotta find a way to service the public who are either incapable to dispose of their yard waste, or don't want to and hire somebody to do it. But if it comes out of the village, we ought to be able to take it someplace. I know that we're not gonna come to any resolution tonight on this issue. It's gonna be one that's gonna have the same points of contention month after month. But I do think that we owe it to our public to somehow accommodate the removal of yard waste.
It's called the transfer station.
That,
Free of charge for the village.
you know, I
Well,
stated my,
I know we're crossing governmental agencies here, but is there any way that we can have the village supervise it so that we can take it up to the township?
you can take
But only on Tuesdays
Tuesdays and Saturdays.
So that doesn't work for everybody.
but you have to plan ahead is all. I mean,
Wouldn't work.
Well,
I mean, people plan their lives every day.
Yeah, but you get one person who's doing it all, he can't get it all done in 1 day or 2 days.
Well, then they have it in their trailer, then they go up the following Saturday.
Yeah, and then it sits there and they can't do any other work.
Well, I thought they were all done. I assumed that they were done.
I've
No,
I've
but
got a
they-
yard that I fill up about 15 trailers from personal experience.
Uh-huh.
I can do one trailer on I can do 7 trailers on Saturday, and then I work all day Tuesday, so I can't get up there.
But did you know you can dump that trailer 7 days a week down at the garage?
I actually did know that, and I take advantage of it,
Okay.
but I know there
There
are
you
other
go.
people that can't.
So don't say people don't have a place to haul it, they do.
Okay.
So,
Do we ever, but then we run into issues with people dropping stuff at the village garage that's not appropriate. I know
Oh,
it hasn't
yeah,
come
pass
up
it
yet.
along.
We try to keep track of that.
pass it along.
That's why we said bring it to the DPW garage.
All right,
Somebody threw a bunch of concrete in the dirt pile already
Yeah.
Oh crap.
that we didn't know about.
so I talked to Brad Kessler, the DPW supervisor in Bel Air. They have a drop off at the DPW garage, then they take it to a remote place, and they burn it. So they have one for brush, they burn the brush, and then the leaves they turn into compost, which is a great idea. But again, as the pictures point out here, you know, after last week's meeting, this individual did dump leaves, did a great job, but they left a tarp there, a garden hose, a rake, another rake, a plastic bottle, and a brick. This is, it's ongoing, and again, I hate to be the bad guy, two things in a row here, but I don't know what the answer is. I mean, I'm willing to try it again, but it's, I don't know. It's monitored at the transfer station. Donnie looks in your pickup truck to make sure that there isn't, like I said last month, a dead body in the middle of it. But, I mean, I don't know what the answer is. I just think that we're gonna run into the same problems again. Or you cannot open up that swamp down there after the last time. That was a fiasco. So, that's all I have.
If Bel Air is allowed to burn their brush, why aren't we not allowed to burn our brush?
Because we got caught.
They're not doing it in
Rural area.
I think maybe they're burning it. No, I think they're burning it. I didn't ask that. I was more worried about the leaves. I didn't think, I mean, I assume they're still burning within the village. I mean,
Unless they own property out of the village.
so.
I know we're not gonna make a decision tonight, and,
I'm willing to try it again.
but I'm gonna persist, at least in the next couple of months, to find out if we can figure out a way that we can do this to,
What are your thoughts? DPW garage or down at the swamp again?
I don't have a problem with the garage,
I don't either.
but that would help to some degree. I took my yard waste over there after hours, so I'm not sure they knew where it was coming from.
Yeah, we did.
You did?
Oh, yeah. You don't get away with nothing.
Was that, I on camera?
That's for me to know.
So, like I said, we're not gonna make
I
a
think
decision
down in the
tonight.
swamp, we have more trouble
Yeah, oh
with,
yeah.
with abuse by far.
Oh, sure.
Maybe we could,
Well, we've got to overcome the commercial issue.
Oh, yeah.
That because elderly can't take care of their yard waste. So they've got to hire somebody to do it. They still live in town. We have a lot of elderly in town. I'm getting there rapidly.
So am I.
So, anyway, we're done discussing it tonight, but keep thinking about it. Prue Central Lake Veteran Center Club license.
okay, I'll talk about that. Matt, myself, and Chris, we're members of the AMVETS post that is meeting at the Veteran Center. We changed the name of the VFW to the Veteran Center a few years ago. And what we're looking, we have to get local government approval to apply for a club license for the the little bar that we have down there. We've had it before. It was in the VFW's name, and we have to change it to the AMVET's post. So I'm looking to get a motion and a support so we can turn this in. This is licensed through the state of Michigan. So we can pursue,
Gotta be in that name or?
it would be in the AMVET's name.
So it's moving from the VFW name to the.
Yes.
Before VFW had a canteen license was in the perimeter of VFW. Now that it's the Veterans Center, it has to be approved.
We have to approve it.
Because now we have VFW and the AMVETS there, so it's not just one organization taking it, so it has to be, so I don't know if it's gonna be worded
It'll
as
be
Veterans Center
licensed
license.
in the AMVET's.
Okay, well then that would, okay.
I would like to make that motion.
Who owns the building?
The Veterans Center.
Mm-hmm.
The two, the VFW and the AMVET's.
Does that make a difference in the license?
Nope.
I think what they're trying to do is get a club license so they don't have to keep pulling special permits.
Right.
We
And it
don't
gives
pull a
them,
special permit for events that we have.
and it gives them, as far as direction, as far as what they can do and what they can't do there, obviously. If that's always been kind of a gray area, and they don't
Yeah,
want to
when
be.
we have like a
the
card
nice-
tournament or a party, we have to apply for a permit through the state. This club license will be good for 1 year. It'll cover, I think, 24 events that we can have. But we only have maybe a year.
Can always be renewed every year.
Yes, it has to be renewed.
We have a motion on the floor, any support?
No support.
Been moved and supported to approve the club liquor license for the Central Lake Veterans Center.
Thank you.
All in favor of the motion, say aye. Opposed, motion is carried. Village charge cards. Since our last meeting, we had an issue. We have a village credit card that had Sam's name on one, had Scott's names on one, Rachel's name on one.
Didn't have it.
You didn't have it, okay, we had two cards out there which authorized those two to use the card. The card expired. Sam went to purchase some compost or something, and it wouldn't accept it. So he came back and said, this card doesn't work. And I think coincidentally, we got new cards in the mail within a day or two after that. And we said, okay, the card expired, so we didn't. So, to make a longer story shorter, when that card was set up, Sam's social security number was used to do that, which I wasn't aware of until all of this happened, which it should have never been put under.
I don't think anybody on this board was,
I don't think.
nobody's on the board at that
No,
time.
so
Yeah, they were-
what happened though is that there was an attempt someplace else to buy $500 worth of gas at a Pacific gas station someplace, Pacific Pilot, and they put a block on it. The new card got activated, with a little controversy there, but I think we've sorted that out. And ultimately, I guess, what I and the rest of us decided was we gotta get that card into the village's name, using the village's business number, and then allow Sam's name, Scott's name on individual cards as authorized signatures, Rachel if she needs one. I don't think anybody else, I don't want one, I don't think anybody else on the board needs one. But we've gotta get it away from an individual social security number, which shouldn't have never been done to begin with. But if I would have known about it, we would have taken care of this a long time ago. So, if somebody has an objection to moving in this direction, I guess I'd like to hear about it, but I think we do need, there was a $2,500 limit on the card, so it's nobody's gonna go out and buy a new car with it. I'd like to get a used car for $2,500, but.
Where?
That's a good thing.
Catch up with it pretty easy.
So, I guess that's what I'd like to see happen. Did you talk with the bank, Rachel?
I did.
And,
Well, Sam closed the
yeah,
card.
that account's closed, that's fine.
Oh, Yep, we just need to fill out an application and 2 of the council members need to sign it and, agree to it.
And it will go off
It
the
needs
tax
to be
exemption
voted on,
number.
It'll go off the tax exemption number rather than, so,
I move we go ahead and move forward with this and put Sam as a card user only.
Scott, Rachel, do you need one?
I always just use Sam's number.
No, Scott's card,
No more.
that's not on your social security number.
I suggest we get Rachel one.
No.
3 cards.
He's basically saying that there's 3 separate cards in the village's name.
Right.
Sam's an authorized user of his and his alone. I'm an authorized user of mine and mine alone, just because there's accountability, there's,
That
And-
would
and
be
you can set-
accountability for each department.
and you can set the limits. I mean, I don't need more than 1,000.
The
Sam
question,
buys bigger
Scott,
things than I do sometimes.
Scott, the question is your card through the village number, not your personal ID, correct?
Correct. And why they ever said it with Sam, I have no idea.
And so you're gonna do 3 cards.
Because I was always under the impression we shared a card with the same numbers, but I wasn't really aware that it was tagging one of our credit, our social security numbers.
You need a motion for this?
Lyle just made
Well,
You just made one?
one. Lyle did.
Lyle just made one.
That's something that, yeah, if we would've known, it should've been done a long time.
Are you gonna talk about my credit, my social security number being out there now? For some protection for me?
Your credit, I don't think was compromised because
Right.
the only digits.
The last 4 digits is all that was given out, doesn't matter. As long as you know my legal name, the last 4 digits of my credit card is all you need. You know that, Larry. You stood beside me
Yeah,
when I called to cancel that. The lady asked me my name, my last 4 digits.
right.
Now my social security, it was a fact, it was out there. Now I'm worried about my credit. I'm gonna pay LifeLock to protect my credit at this point. I don't have a choice, guys. It's not my fault my social security number got put out there. That's all you need, is my legal name and my last 4 digits. You know that. And a LifeLock membership's $360 a year.
how long ago did you agree to that?
I didn't fill it out, Bill. Unfortunately, one of the past clerks that we had, when Mr. Blamer was the village president, approved us to get credit cards, and my social security number got put on it. So now I'm worried about my credit at this point.
It's definitely our liability.
It took
I
me
think
58
if it's-
years to get it, and I wanna keep it.
If it's our responsibility, I think we owe it to whichever person it was to pay for LifeLock for a year's subscription. It's-
It'll kill him. If it don't, I've been going through this credit card. stuff.
Whether it's the past board or not, we're the ones here now that are responsible.
I don't have a problem with that.
Nope.
Yeah, I know.
That's
The sooner you do-
$360
the sooner
to
you do it,
protect
better.
them.
Okay. Do you wanna make that part of your motion?
Sam's 1 year good, you want one?
Well, I would like 5, but I mean, thank you for 1, if that's what I end up with.
How
How
about,
about we go yearly?
What do you mean yearly?
How about we do it for, not for 1 year, then if you think you need it again, we'll do it.
I'm good, I thank you very much for that, and I would go with that
That
suggestion.
would be a good way to do it.
Because you will get notified if there's any activity on your name. And if it persists, then we'll say, yeah, your name is still floating
We'll
out
look
there,
at
let's do
renewing
it
it at
another
that
year.
Well,
I- I'm good with that, Rob.
Up to a 5-year,
I agree to that one.
up to a 5-year limit.
okay.
And then at Sam's, you know, until we are.
I'll be
until
honest
we're all
with you.
comfortable that Sam's.
I'll be honest with you. I'll show you emails if they come in, because Rob's telling me that you get emails if there is activity on it.
Well, that's our fault.
I don't disagree with that.
I'll support Lyle's motion.
All right, the motion is to proceed with new charge cards using village tax exemption number.
And village name too, not our names, because our names shouldn't be on that card either.
No, just as a signer.
Correct.
Because the old cards, like when Sam gave me his card back, it said Village of Central Lake, Robert Mullins. Nobody's personal name should be on it, it should all just say Village of Central Lake.
How is the business gonna know that they're authorized to sign that?
I have a gold badge, I can get away with it.
I know you can, but how about the other two?
I have a company credit card too from my business, my workplace, and my name is on it with the company's name, and I sign it.
I believe
But
that's
my,
the issue.
there's no
Checks on my
personal
end, too.
information
I
attached to
think you have
this.
to have a username.
personal.
I think you gotta have
I
that.
think you have to.
But I would question whether that actually hits your credit rating as a card holder.
No.
No,
Authorized
it's
use.
based on our tax ID number.
It's big, yeah.
Yeah, see,
My name being on there gives me authorization to.
Sure, sure, but if you ran your credit rating, does it show that you have a card in that?
No,
No, I am
Because
not.
it's
If I don't have an option,
No,
then
it's-
I'm
tax
gonna-
ID.
It goes under the tax ID,
Right.
all my
Bank
stuff
should
goes
just
under
be
the
able to tell you
tab,
how to do
no matter
that.
how.
Yeah.
If,
Well, I would just say, I would caution that if you do that, make sure that there is no name attached to it on a credit rating.
I can tell you that I talked to Heather up to the bank Saturday. She said it would take her 10 minutes to fill out the paperwork to get it started, that's it. Very simple.
Okay, we've got a motion on the floor to proceed with new charge cards and to pay for a year's subscription to LifeLock for Sam. And that will be renewable up to 5 years if there is continued issues with that. If there is none, then I'm not sure we need to proceed. Scott, you had something?
No, I'm just gonna check my personal one, just to make sure that card's not attached to mine either, so. If it is, I'll address it later with you guys.
I've got support for that motion. And roll call?
Kevin,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Wallace,
Yes.
Patton,
yes.
Kirkland,
yes.
Tyler.
Yep.
Hackett.
Yes. Sending delinquent water and sewer bills to the county to put on tax rolls. We have a total of $6,400.19. Every effort's been made to collect these bills. Got a move and a support to send the bills to the county. Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion is carried. Seasonal dock rental rates, J. Motion to establish a seasonal dock rental rate of $300. I'll make that motion. Any further discussion? Any support?
I'll support.
No discussion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion is carried. Any old business? Any public comment? Mr. Underhill?
Do I have any time left?
Yes, you do.
Okay. This is a
Hey, can
safety.
Real quick,
Yes.
So what you're trying to describe is from the road goes down onto your lot, correct?
It borders on my lot.
Uh-huh,
The grassy portion, there's about 18 to 21 feet strip of grass
uh-huh.
from the edge of the grass to my northernmost boundary line. I gave Rachel a copy of my survey.
Now, is that part of the easement or is that actually village property?
It's road right away.
Road right away.
That's what you're talking about, road right away.
So actually, if his deed probably shows that he owns the center of the road,
No.
correct?
Bottom lots.
In Bel Air, I did. I own to the center line,
Not here.
subject to right of way.
Yeah, Tom Underhill, yes, you have a triangular lot,
Yes.
and it's showing you right up to the center of the road.
No. Absolutely not.
Big road, right to the center of the road. But the right of way is given to the river, even though it owns to the center.
Most areas are, you own to the center of the road, but you have a 33-foot right of way.
Not in plotted lots, like,
Mm-hmm.
we have plotted lots, which means you own.
Yeah, that's the road.
This is the survey.
Uh-huh.
Center line of the road. And that's my corner.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you check the description of
But then you come back to customize your driveway on my property.
Here to here.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right here.
Public driveway.
Yeah, there you are.
My stake is here, 33 feet from the center line.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're doing the 33 from the center line, and that's giving you this little,
This is the beginning point.
alright,
Should, yeah.
163 feet, and then back to my neighbor's
yeah.
fence. And then back to the starting.
After the meeting, I'll stop by there.
Okay, the issue I was gonna mention, my neighbor just had a stroke last year, and she's in her 60s, and,
Melissa Atkins,
oh, wow.
that's what it's saying on the survey.
Yeah, that's what it says on the parcels.
Okay.
But Pat is her first name, I don't know her last name, the new neighbor, was trying to mow the village-owned property from here
Yep.
to the edge of the road, using a push mower,
Yeah,
and it's deep enough. If she were to lose her balance, she could pull up.
Sure.
There's a mower over her feet. There's a culvert, concrete culvert here, she needs a grate.
well, we'll take a look at it. I'm like driving right by.
It's also part of the right of way.
The road right of way.
Yeah. Yeah, the culvert's actually.
Even if he mowed it, he would not be in a violation. But he could choose to mow it. He'd not be in any violation.
You did say you used to mow it, didn't you, cut it?
Until I almost rolled
Yeah.
my riding
Okay.
mower over
Okay,
and risked
okay,
breaking my neck.
yeah.
I have titanium rods and screws in it.
Alright, I know where you're at.
Okay, there's a concrete culvert, she almost broke her leg or ankle stepping in the culvert trying to, she was either using a grass trimmer or a
Yeah,
push mower.
yep, I know exactly where
Right
it's
there,
at.
it needs about 45-degree, like a metal grate along here to prevent.
Alright,
Hey,
I'll
Larry,
take a peek.
Larry,
Yeah.
I can get ahold of Brian Grant, because I think there's something in there that puts the responsibility back on the property owner, but I'll check with Brian Grant.
Personally, I don't have a problem with the issue. He used to mow it, so why would we think that he wouldn't mow it? And since he stopped mowing it, why didn't he come to us and just say, I can no longer do it, could you guys please help? The DPW are nice folks, they help people throughout this village all the time. But you come in and accusing us of not taking care of our own property, violating our own ordinances, but you set a precedent when you kept it, and other people take control of that, so,
Wait a minute, July of 2017, I told Scott Barrett that I nearly had an accident on my riding mower and that I would not be mowing it anymore.
well,
Up to that point, I had mowed it at my expense, my equipment, and wear and tear on my equipment. But at risk of my safety, I am not going to mow the village property,
okay.
period.
The rest of that conversation, I told him, don't mow it then, and he's never been cited, never been addressed, never been threatened with any type of lien or foreclosure, so
No, but the village is in violation of their
the
own.
village is exempt from the violation of the ordinance, so
I didn't see anything.
we are.
How can you be? You're a corporation.
Okay.
You're a person. The village is a person. Agreed or not? Is that a noxious weed on their property?
Are we
I
done?
disagree, we're exempt from it.
That's what you see the executive.
Tom, we're not here to argue with you, don't think we are.
If it's noxious on my
This is not part of
property.
the meeting, I'm not.
That's what the board is for.
Okay. Any other old business? Any other public comment? Who? Oh, Brandon, yeah, thank you. Council, you received a sheet of logos. I think we have to make a decision, and we will adopt your decision.
So once again, these are all different.
They are all different.
Look where the wording's at, and the other deal was where having calling cards, are you doing it the right way to where you should do some calling cards with the names on it, so.
don't think it fits on a business card,
There you go.
that's what a business card would look like.
Oh,
Came out really nice.
which one is that on here?
That's not.
That's
That's
not-
how it's got.
It's
That's,
this one,
it's using the logo.
it's this one turned around.
It's using the logo on it. But the logo can be moved. The logo's the tree and the loon, and the sunset, sunrise.
I think that one there is
We got one pretty new here, what does that say?
There you go.
Oh, that's your business card?
The tree looks nice out there.
perfect. Do we need to make, we just
That one in the
agree?
corner, yeah.
I think we just agree if the upper right is there,
That's
then
the
we're
one I
there,
like.
so.
How about it?
What you're approving is that logo, is the picture,
Well,
so.
as long as you get the loom in there, it's important part. You got loom done.
The moon, the tree, and
So we're talking upper right?
We're talking upper right.
I like upper right.
All right. We're gonna proceed accordingly. That means then the DDA board is geared up to start creating banners for our light poles and doing all of that good stuff. So hopefully we'll start to see that roll out in our stationery, business cards, downtown efforts, schools, townships, if they'll adopt it. That's the goal, so.
Was we looking at changing the sign, the main sign coming into town too, that signage for that?
We haven't talked about that, but that could have, will very well happen, and probably should happen. This is part of our brand, so. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Nope, I won't either.
Next week is the emergency drill up at the school.
Oh, yeah.
Just a reminder,
Week from today.
week from today, so everybody hears a bunch of sirens, everything will be good. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Support.
Been moved and supported, all in favor, say aye. Motion's carried, thank you all for coming.
Yes, Sam?
I'll make a point, what you gotta do.
Hey.